We have to make sure that we check our heart posture and that we're not wanting and loving things more than we want and love God, because that's when we are falling into idolatry. And you can desire things. Sometimes people say, well, your desire is a sin. No, you can desire marriage if God has put that on your heart, or desire a certain type of income, or desire a certain type of job. It becomes a sin when that desire becomes desperation, because you're willing to do any and everything to get it. You're operating in your flesh to get it. You're going against God to get it. You're supposed to be in a waiting season, but you're doing what you want to do because you don't want to be obedient to God. So now you're in idolatry. And we can see in the Bible where God, handed, his people over to idolatry. Even the Israelites in the wilderness, they wanted to worship golden calves after God had already told them not to. So what did he do? He handed them over to the idols of the stars, and they were in the wilderness for 40 years until they died off and did not get into their promised land. Even in 1 Samuel, when Israel wanted a king because they wanted structure, they wanted to be like the other nations, that was not God's desire for them, but he gave them over to their idol, and they got Saul, and they reaped the consequences of that. Saul was not fit to be a king. Saul was disobedient, and because of his disobedience, Israel kept getting defeated. So we have to make sure that we are not in desperation for things, because God will hand us over to the things that we want so bad. God loves us that much. He gives us that much free will that he will hand us over to the things that we want so bad, and we will reap the consequences.